cross product means vector multiplication is going to be known as a cross product. Scalar multiplication is going to be known as a dot product. A rectangles, then if D1 and D2 are the diagonals of a parallelogram, then its area of a parallelogram is given by magnitude of D1 vector cross magnitude of D2 vector. If A vector cross B vector equal to 0, then A vector is said to be parallel to B vector. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidhyaashram, Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In the last session, we have learned many problems on dot product. In today's session, dear students, here we are having session number 6 and chapter number 10, which is a vector algebra. Now, in this session, we are going to study the cross product, that means the vector product you are going to have. So let us move on to what do you mean by the cross product. Here cross product means vector multiplication is going to be known as a cross product. Scalar multiplication is going to be known as a dot product. So here I have taken the vector product or the cross product of two vectors, A vector and then B vector, is denoted by, this is very important, A vector cross B vector. And here I have taken a diagram such like if it is, this is what you are going to have A vector along the position and then this is a B vector and then angle theta. It is rotating for angle theta and this will be the unit vector, which the unit vector I am going to define it as a n cap, and then negative of a unit vector which I am going to denote it as minus n cap. So it is given by the formula A cross B is equals to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sin theta. Dears, you have to remember whenever they have given a dot product, cos theta will be coming in the role. Whenever they are given a cross product, sin theta, you are going to get it as. So that is the difference between the angle of a dot product and then the cross product. So this formula is very important. And then whenever n cap is equals to 1, you are going to have cross product, that is A vector cross B vector can be written as magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sin theta. Suppose if they are asking to find out the sin theta, that means an angle, then you are going to write it as, see where theta is an angle between the A vector and the B vector and it lies between what, 0 to 180 degrees, same as like for the dot product also. And here n cap is going to be known as already I told you, it is a unit vector. So when they particularly ask sin theta, you are going to keep sin theta as it is and then cross multiply magnitude of the vectors, which is magnitude of A vector cross B vector divided by magnitude of A vector dot magnitude of B vector. So angle between the A vector and then B vector. So this is what you are going to find out. So A vector cross B vector divided by magnitude of A vector cross magnitude of B vector, you are going to take it as. Now here for any two vectors I have defined as A vector can be A1i plus A2j plus A3k. Similarly, B vector can be B1i plus B2j plus B3k. Therefore, how we are going to find out the cross product? Cross product you are going to find out A vector cross B vector. First you are going to take in the row I, j, k and then next row you are going to write it coefficient of the A vector. Coefficient of A vector are A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3 and then you are going to write coefficient of the vector B, which is B1, B2, B3, which is your B1, B2, B3, which is a magnitude of that one, and then you have to expand the magnitude with what? Plus, minus and then plus. That's it. So this is very important. And then you are going to have, if dot product of the two vectors is equal to 0, then they are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, if the cross product of vectors are equal to 0 means then they are said to be parallel to each other. That means here if A vector cross B vector equal to 0, then A vector is said to be parallel to B vector. Okay. So next you are going to have in I dot I, j dot j, k dot k means 1. Similarly, I dot j, j dot k, k dot I means it will be is equals to 0. But here it is ulta. You are going to have I cross I. See, so I cross I, j cross j, k cross k is equals to what? 0 vector. But I dot j, you can take it here. I cross j, j cross k, k cross I will be is equal to 1 always. Understood? So this is also very important. Next you are going to have a vector cross b vector is equals to minus of b vector cross a vector. So negative of that one. Otherwise magnitude of a vector cross b vector will be is equals to magnitude of b vector cross a vector. That is very important. So this is all you have to remember. Next we'll be moving on to if a vector and b vector represent adjacent sides of this one. If a vector and b vector represent the adjacent sides of a triangle, okay, triangle ABC, then we are going to have area of a triangle is given by half into a vector cross b vector. Understood? So next will be if ABC are the vertices. Suppose if they do not given the vectors directly, if they have given the points on the triangle, then how to find out the area of the triangle? It is given by half into AB vector cross AC vector or half into BC vector cross BA vector. So this you have to remember, where AB vector you can find out OB minus OA, AC vector you can find out OC minus OA, like that. So next, suppose if they have given a rectangles, then if D1 and D2 are the diagonals of a parallelogram, then its area of a parallelogram is given by magnitude of D1 vector cross magnitude of D2 vector. Okay, so this are all the important formula you have to remember, dear students. Now we'll be moving on to solving the problems based on that explanation. Here, find magnitude of A vector cross B vector if A vector is equals to 2i plus j plus 3k and b vector is equals to 3i plus 5j minus 2k. Also find unit vector perpendicular to A vector and then B vector. Now here you need to find out magnitude of A vector cross B vector. First let us find out what is A vector cross B vector. How to find out? First you are going to write it as I, j and then k, and then here writing the coefficients of A vector 2, 1, 3. So 2, 1, 3, and then next row you are writing coefficient of B vector 3, 5, minus 2. So 3, 5, minus 2. Now expand this one. If you expand, you are going to get I into, see, leaving the first column and the first row, 1 into minus 2, 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Again, you are going to take minus symbol, 5 into 3, which is nothing but 15. I hope you understood that step. Next, you are going to take minus j because plus, minus and plus. You are leaving the first row and the second column. Multiply remaining 2 into minus 2, which is nothing but minus 4, minus 3 into 3, which is 9. Okay. Plus k into, you are going to take it as, okay. So which happens here, you are going to get it as third column and the first row you are leaving. So remaining is 2 into 5, which is 10. Again minus 1 into 3, which is nothing but 3 you are going to get it as. Now you can still simplify this. Minus 2 minus 15 is minus 17. So minus 17 I cap minus 4 minus 9, which is minus 13 j cap. Next, k, 10 minus 3 is nothing but 7. So plus 7 k cap. So this is what you are going to get it as A vector cross B vector. They've asked you to find out magnitude of that one. So what is the magnitude? Magnitude of A vector cross B vector is given by square root under having the coefficients of I, j, k, minus 17 squared plus 13 squared, that is minus 13 squared plus 7 squared. Let us simplify this. You are going to get it as this 17 squared, it will be giving you 289. So under the root of 289 plus 13 squared gives you 169 plus 7 squared gives you 49. Adding all this, it will be giving you 507. So therefore, magnitude of A vector cross B vector is nothing but under the root 507. But so this we found out. They have asked you to find out the unit vector perpendicular to A vector and then B vector. So therefore, unit vector perpendicular to A vector and B vector is given by the formula n cap is equals to, n cap is a unit vector as already told you. So which is A vector cross B vector divided by magnitude of A vector cross B vector. This is a formula. So A vector cross B vector, we know it is minus 17i minus 13j plus 7k, correct, divided by magnitude is nothing but under the root 507. So this is your answer for the second question what they have asked in that. Understood? Next problem. Find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors A vector plus B vector and A vector minus B vector, where A vector is equals to 3i plus 2j plus 2k and B vector is I plus 2j minus 2k. First, let us find out A vector plus B vector. So adding it will be giving you 3i plus I, which is 4i cap, again 2j plus 2j, which is 4j cap, plus 2k minus 2k will get cancelled, plus 0k cap you can have, correct, isn't it? So plus 2k minus 2k, if you add that one, you are going to get 0k. Next will minus A vector minus B vector. So therefore you can have, which will be equal to minus that 3i minus I, which is 2i cap, again 2j minus 2j, which will be plus 0j cap, again plus 2k minus of minus 2k, which is plus 2k, so which will become plus 4k cap. I hope you got this one. Now you have to do that, find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors. So therefore you can find out first that let C be the vector of that one. Let us find out first. Let C cap be the unit vector of A vector plus B vector and A vector minus B vector. So therefore C cap is given by the formula C vector divided by magnitude of C vector. But what is C vector? Where you can write C vector is equals to A vector plus B vector cross A vector minus B vector. Now let us do the cross product of this one. You are going to get it as A vector plus B vector cross A vector minus B vector. So which will be giving you first I, J and then K. You are going to get it as 440. So 440. Next 204. So 204. So expand this one. First you are going to get it as I into, you have to leave first column first row, 4 4s are 16 minus 0 minus j into second column first row, 4 4s are 16. So next you are going to get 2 zeros are 0 again. So plus k into, you are going to get it. So which will be equal to, so you have to leave third column and the first row. So 4 zeros are 0. Again minus 4 2s are 8. Correct? So you are going to get it as 16i minus 16j minus into plus is minus 8k. You can divide throughout by what? 8, or you can take it as 8 common factor. 8 if you take common factor, it will be 2i minus 2j minus k. Correct? So this is what the C vector you can take it as, because C vector we have defined like that. Now substituting in the formula, now you need to find out the magnitude of this one. So let us find out the magnitude of C vector first. If we find out square root of 16 squared plus minus 16 squared plus 8 squared. So it will be giving you the answer. Square root of 16 squared is nothing but you are getting 256 plus 256 plus 64. So under the root of, you are going to get it as, by adding that one, under the root of 576, which is nothing but 24. 24 into 24 gives you 576. Now substituting this here, you are going to get it as magnitude of C vector. We have taken 8 common factor and writing 2i minus 2j, correct, minus k divided by 24. You can cancel this one. 8 1s are 8 3s are. So the answer is 2i minus 2j minus k divided by 3. So that's it. How to find out? By using the method of vector product. Okay, now we'll be moving on to the next problem. Find the unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors a vector plus b vector and a vector minus b vector, where a vector is equals to I plus j plus k and b vector is equal to I plus 2j plus 2k. So here find a unit vector they've asked you to. So first let us take it as what is a vector plus b vector. Same like what we have done in the last case. So which is I plus I2i plus j plus 2j is 3j. Again k plus 2k is 3k. Next a vector minus b vector, which is I minus I, which is 0i. Again j minus 2j, which is minus j. K minus 2k, which is minus k. So this is what a vector. Now I am taking let c cap be the unit vector of a vector plus b vector and a vector minus b vector. So c cap is given by c vector divided by magnitude of c vector. That's what they've asked you to find out, unit vector. Now let us find out the cross product of that. A vector plus b vector cross, which is equals to c vector. You can take it as a vector minus b vector. I, j, k. Writing the what is that coefficient of this 2, 3, 3. So 2, 3, 3. Again 0, minus 1, minus 1. 0, minus 1, minus 1. Expanding this, c vector will be is equals to I into, leaving the first column first row, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Minus of minus is plus 3. So 0 it will become, again you are going to get minus j into, leaving the second column first row, 2 ones are minus 2. Again 0 into minus 3 is 0. Again you are going to get plus k into, you are having k into, leaving the third column first row, 2 ones are minus 2. Again 0. So therefore c vector can be written as, you are going to get it 0i, correct? Minus 3 plus 3 will get cancelled. Minus 2 minus 0 is minus 2. Minus into minus is plus 2j. Again minus 2j, because plus into minus is minus. Now you have to find out the magnitude of this, which is given by square root of 2 squared plus minus 2 squared, which will be square root of 4 plus 4, which is square root of 8, which you can write it as 2 root 2, correct? So this is what the magnitude. Now substituting here, you are going to get it, which will be equal to, you can neglect what the value of here 0i. So which can be written as 2j minus 2k divided by 2 root 2. You can take 2 common factor, 2 into I minus k divided by 2 root 2. 2 will get cancelled. The remaining answer is I minus k divided by root 2. And this is your final answer. I hope you understood this one. Now we'll be moving on to the next problem. Find the area of the triangle formed by the vectors whose adjacent sides are, a vector is I minus 7j plus 7k, b vector is 3i minus 2j plus 2k. Area of a triangle when a vector, b vector is given. Area of a triangle of a vector and b vector is given by half into magnitude of a vector cross b vector. Now you have to find out the magnitude of that one. Before that you need to find out a vector cross b vector by writing I, j, k and then writing the coefficient of 1 minus 7, 7, 1 minus 7 and then 7, 3 minus 2 and 2, 3 minus 2 and then 2. So expanding this, which will be giving you I into, so leaving the first column first row, minus 7 into 2 is minus 14, minus 7 into 2, minus already is there, so plus it will become 14, it will become 0. Again minus j into, leaving the second column first row, 1 into 2 is 2, minus 7 into 3 is nothing but 21. Plus k into, you are getting, which will be, leaving the third column first row, 1 into minus 2 is minus 2, again minus 7 into 3, already minus sign is there, plus it will become 7 3s are 21. So therefore you are getting this one 0i, you can neglect this one, 2 minus 21 gives you minus 19j. So because 2 minus 19 is nothing but minus 19, minus into minus is plus 19, again minus 2 plus 21, which is nothing but plus 19, plus 19k. You can take, if you want, 19 as a common factor. Now you can calculate magnitude of a vector cross b vector. which is given by under the root of 19 squared plus 19 squared. So which will be giving you the answer as square root of 361 plus 361. So which will be giving you the answer 722. So you can keep this answer and substitute here. So which is given by under the root 722 divided by 2 is your answer. You can write it as square units because you are calculating the area. That's it, dears. I hope you understood this one. Now we'll be moving on to the next problem. Find the area of a triangle formed by the vectors whose adjacent sides are a vector is equals to I minus 3j plus 3k, b vector is equals to 2i plus j plus 2k. So similarly, you are going to calculate a vector cross b vector, which is I, j and then k. So you are writing 1, minus 3 and 3 coefficients. 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Now expanding this, which will be giving you I into minus 3 into 2 is minus 6, minus 1 into 3 is 3, minus j into, leaving the second column, 1 into 2 is 2, minus 3 into 2 is 6. Again plus k into, leaving the third column first row, 1 into 1 is 1, minus already is there, plus it will become 3 into 2 is nothing but 6. So therefore answer you are going to get it as, see, minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9 I cap, again minus 2 minus 6 is minus 4, minus 4 into minus is plus 4 j cap. So 1 plus 6 is plus 7 k cap. So minus 9 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 7 k cap. Now let us find out magnitude of this one, which will be under the root of minus 9 squared plus 4 squared plus 7 squared. So which will be getting the answer, minus 9 squared is nothing but 81 plus 16 plus 49. You are going to get the answer as under the root of 146. What is the area of a triangle is given by? Area of triangle when the vectors of given as, which will be half into magnitude of a vector cross b vector, which is under the root 146 divided by 2 square units. That's it. As similar to the last one. Now we'll be moving on to the next problem. Find the area of a triangle formed by the points A of 1, 1, 1, B of 1, 2, 3 and C of 2, 3, 1 as its vertices by vector method. So they have given the vertices. So let vector B, what is that? OA vector is given by I plus J plus K. See, 1 into I, 1 into J, 1 into K. Similarly, for OB vector is given by what? 1 into I is I plus 2 into J plus you are getting 3 into K, correct? Similarly, OC vector is given by 2 into I plus 3 into J plus 1 into K. Now you have found out this since they have given the vertices. Now what is the area of a triangle is given by? Area of triangle of vertices ABC will be is equal to half into magnitude of AB vector cross BC vector, correct? Now let us find out what is AB vector. AB vector is nothing but OB vector minus OA vector, right? So OB minus OA is nothing but I minus I, which is 0I, again 2J minus J, which is plus J, again 3K minus K, which is plus 2K. Now what is AC vector? AC vector is nothing but OC vector minus OA vector, which is given by OC vector is 2I minus I, which is I, 3J minus J, which is plus 2J, again K minus K, which is 0K. Now you can have here the magnitude of this one. So therefore AB vector cross AC vector is given by what? I, J, K. Writing the coefficients of AB 0, 0, 1, 2. Writing the coefficients of AC 1, 2 and 0. So 1, 2 and 0. Now expanding this one, what you are going to get it as? So let us expand that, which will be I into 1 into 0 is 0 minus 2 into 2 is 4 minus J into, see, 0 into 0 is 0 minus 1 into 2 is 2. 1 into 2. Again plus K cap into, leaving the third column first row, 0 into 2 is 0 minus 1 into 1 is 1. So you are going to get it as minus 4i cap, minus into minus is plus 2j cap, plus into minus is minus k cap. So this is what the AB vector cross AC vector. Now let us find out magnitude of AB vector cross AC vector. So which will be giving you under the root of minus 4 whole squared plus 2 whole squared plus minus 1 whole squared. So which will be under the root of 16 plus 4 plus 1, which is 21. Under the root 21. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. Now the area is given by area of triangle is equals to half into magnitude of AB vector cross AC vector, which is nothing but under the root 21 divided by 2 square units. That's it, dears. So this is what the problem will go like. Understood? Now we'll be moving on to the next problem. So find the area of the triangle with the vertices same 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5 B vertices and C as 1, 5, 5 by vector method. Now we'll be doing it as what? First by taking OA vector is given by I cap, 1 into I cap plus 1 into J cap plus 2 into K cap. Similarly, OB vector is given by B coefficients, 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 5k cap. Similarly, OC vector coefficient of C, that is 1I cap plus 5j cap plus 5k cap. Now let us do AB vector, which is given by OB minus OA, correct? So which will be is equals to 2I minus I, which is I, 3j minus j, which is plus 2j, again 5k minus 2k, which is plus 3k. Similarly, AC vector is given by OC minus OA. So which is nothing but I minus I, 0I plus 5j minus j, which is 4j, again 5k minus 2k plus 3k. Before finding the magnitude, we need to find out the cross multiplication of AB and AC, which is given by IJK, coefficient of AB, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, coefficient of AC 0, 4, 3. So 0, 4, 3. So expand this one, which will be I into, so 2 3s are 6 minus 4 3s are 12 minus j into, you are getting, leaving the second column, 1 into 3, which is 3, 0 into 3, which is 0. Again, plus k into, leaving the third column, first row, 1 into 4 is 4, minus 0 into 2 is 0. Expanding this one or simplifying this, 6 minus 12 is minus 6i cap. Again, 3 minus 0 is 3, minus 3j cap. 4 minus 0 is 4, 4k cap. Now, finding the magnitude of AB vector cross AC vector, giving you under the root of minus 6 whole squared plus minus 3 whole squared plus 4 whole squared. So, which will be the answer under the root of 36 plus 9 plus 16. So, the answer you are going to get it as under the root 61. Now, what they have asked you to find out area. So, area of triangle ABC is given by, vertices are given half into magnitude of AB vector cross AC vector. Now you know magnitude of AB vector, just now we have found out root 61 divided by 2 square units. That's it. So this is how you are going to find out. So dears, I hope you understood this session how to find out a problem by vector multiplication, isn't it? So in the next session, we'll be moving on to solving some more problems of the vector algebra concept. Until then, keep watching dear students. Thank you. Have a nice day.